In this video, I'm going to try to show you these Second Punic War era coins that we got graded through NGC. You might recognize some of these if you watched some of the earlier videos from last year, like this one, before they got sent off. It's sad, I know. I'm doing my best though to see if we can look at these and get a good view even though they're stuck in there. They can say what they want. Now this one, now they also give it the same grade. They just reversed the 4 and the 5 on this, but this one not as nice, and especially because you can see that wear right up there. This is a really high relief coin. You lose the ability to see that once it's in here. I listen to a lot of YouTubers to try to fall asleep, and I'm hoping that I can join the ranks. I may listen to myself to go to sleep. 225 to 214 or maybe 212 BC. That's what they think. Considered to be 218 or 220 or so that the Second Punic War started. And I believe that's considered to be when the town, I think it's Saguntum in Spain, Hannibal ended up besieging it and then finally sacking it. And while he was besieging it, the Romans were sending diplomatic groups over to Carthage and saying, "What's up? This is our ally. You're not supposed to cross this river, the Ebro, with your swords out of their sheaths," or something like that. The Carthaginians are like, well, they weren't your friend when we signed the contract back after the end of the First Punic War. And the Romans are like, yeah, but you know, that's what it meant. It meant anyone who becomes our friends, and they're becoming our friends, so back off. And they did not back off. They sacked the city, and then, even though the Romans sent, I think, some Scipii, some ancestors, the parents maybe, an uncle of the guy who would be Scipio Africanus, they went over to Spain on boats to try to apprehend Hannibal, but he'd already disappeared. And he had headed, instead of across the Pyrenees and then the Alps, and coming to the top of Italy. And everybody knows that part of the story. So here we are, we got a denarius. Choice very fine, says NGC. Generous, given the back here. The front of that coin looked pretty good, but here it is not pretty. This was from Varese in Italy. It took them a long time to get all the customs papers, be able to send this out to us here in the US, thanks to the Memorandum of Understanding. Thanks to our guy Obama, entered into with the European Union, which prohibits the export of certain cultural heritage, including some of these denarii, unless you can show they were already out of the source country before some date. So, kind of dull surface. They just give it AU. There's a scratch you can see there. It goes through the cape on the left. It's a really nicely centered coin. Maybe I got robbed. That's it, AU. This one you've seen before. Shown it to you before. They graded it MS and said fine style. Maybe they felt guilty about that other one. Not as well centered. Look at that. Little stern face on this one. All just after 211 BC, which you'll notice they got a varying weight range, despite having that same designation. 4.36, 4.07, 3.67. Back to this one. There's another one. Also, they call it Choice AU. 4.15, okay, but this one they identify as 207 BC. So this is the first one out of those denarii I showed you that is not just after 211. They're sticking their neck out, they're saying 207. And I should try to discover how they came to that conclusion, because I don't know. I don't know if... This one, again, another AU. 4.36, also 207, so this one is considered to be same as the last one we just saw. And they're pretty close in weight. Here's another one. Also they say 207. It's the kind of coin you get on eBay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, yeah, still pretty nice reverse, even for being quite worn down, I would say. Better than that one I showed you that said choice, very fine. They say 194 to 190 BC. They just call it choice AU, like quite a few of these other ones you saw, 4 and 4. The crescent. Off center. So this one, what's this? Also, so even a little more recent than the last one. So that one's the 190s, this is the 180s.